Today we're going to talk about the importance of setting boundaries. You've been going on in your life for so long, you're not setting no boundaries. So people can walk all over you. And then they just do whatever they want to you in your life. And there be people you love, people you wouldn't expect, right? Because you haven't set no boundaries for yourself. No, I'm not tolerating this, I'm not tolerating that. So you can't do that to me. Right? I have a high value of self-worth. I'm a high value person. Can't nobody treat you as a high value person or a person that's very meticulous about their time if you're not setting those boundaries. You have to let people know. You have to stop going for certain things when they come up. First thing about setting boundaries, I gotta write it a little bit big. Like I just said, self-worth. You're defining your self-worth. Right? You're making it known that I'm valued. I'm a person who is important. I'm not saying you gotta treat people like they're beneath you, but you are valued. Your time is important just like the other person's time. Your emotions and your feelings is important just like everybody else's. Right? The things you're going through, that is important just like everybody else's. You're trying to carry on their burdens because you're such a good person, or you're a person who everybody think they can talk to, or you're the strong person, right? You're the strong person, so everybody bring their problems to you, but you ain't got nobody to run to. So you're carrying so many different emotions because it's everybody else's. You don't know how to give yourself space or time. You don't know how to tell somebody to treat you. You don't even know how you want to be treated. So you got to define your self-worth. You got to make it known that, hey, this is who I am. These are my boundaries. You don't respect it? Cool. All right. Then I got to head in a different direction. And it's okay. You're going to lose some people and they're still going to be here. Think about that. You're going to lose some people and they're still going to be alive. And that is okay. Everybody has a timestamp in your life. And it's okay if it's the person that you don't want to leave. It's life. All right? But the person you need, the people you need will always be there when the time is right. God will place them in your life. So the second one is healthy boundaries. Make sure I spell it right for y'all. Healthy boundaries, like I just said to you, it's you taking on so much. You're taking on a lot from everybody else. You don't know how to deal with your problems. So you compartmentalize them. You push them down, you push them to the side. Because all you've known is to be that person that is helping somebody else. All you've known is for people to treat you a certain way. So you don't know how to act. You just take it, right? You laugh it off. It's not no joke. How they talking to you ain't cool. How they treating you is not fair. It's not nice at all. But you're so accustomed to it because you have yet to set any type of boundaries for yourself and value yourself on a different platform and a higher level that people are treating you how they want you to be treated. They treating you how they want to treat you instead of how you are supposed to be treated, instead of how you want to be treated, instead of how you deserve to be treated. You have to set your boundaries. And there is a such thing as healthy boundaries. It's unhealthy for you to take on the world and everybody else's problems. It's unhealthy. You're going to crash, you're going to burn. You need to make sure you take care of yourself first, because if you don't, then how are you going to take care of everybody else if that's what you're trying to do? It's okay. It's healthy to remove yourself and set them boundaries. So certain people is already out of your life. It's going to hurt, yeah, right? But why does it hurt? Because you're giving so much of yourself to them instead of to yourself and God. You got to create healthy boundaries for yourself. And it's healthy because your mental health will be better. Your physical will be better. Your emotions will be a whole lot. Like you'll be so vibrant because you're not taking on everybody else's problems. So you got to set healthy boundaries. Third, always got to make the best last. Shape your Shape your environment. Shape your environment. What do I mean by that? When you start setting boundaries, right? When you start setting boundaries for yourself, hey, I'm not going out here. So if you don't go out to the club, you cutting out X amount of people because that's all they like to do. Is go out to the club and drink and hang out and party, and that ain't what you want right now. You X out so many people. You're starting to change your environment. You're not staying in those environments anymore, right? You want to start going to libraries. You want to start reading a little bit more to expand your mind, right? You want to start going to plays or the opera, something that's just not what the quote unquote normal 20s and teenagers and early 30s would do. Like you're expanding your horizons, right? So your environment is changing because you're not doing the same things you used to. When you set those boundaries of how people are supposed to treat you, you are creating a new environment. You're creating an environment that you want. You're going to attract it. You're going to attract new opportunities. You're going to attract new people. You're going to attract success, right? If you're creating boundaries for that. So when I say I'm creating boundaries to shape my environment, I don't want to go out and party. I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to go out and just chase girls. I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on my mental health. I want to get in the gym, right? I want to focus on expanding my portfolio and not just being this one diverse person. I want to be diverse, period. I don't want to just have like a one-trick pony. I'm not that. Yeah, I may be good in this area, but I'm trying to get good in this and this and this and this. So I'm going to attract so many different people, and it's going to shape and mold the right environment that I'm supposed to be in. Simple. So we're going back over it. First thing you need to do. When you're doing this, you're defining your self-worth. You're telling them what you're worth without telling them. Yo, my time is important. So if you coming to me with some negativity, I don't need to be here. Yo, that's how you feeling? Yeah. I got somewhere to be, man. I'm destined for greatness. I don't have time for too much negativity. I'm only focused on positivity right now. So if that ain't what you want, I'm gonna have to remove myself. You want to go out and party? You want to go drink? That's not what I'm on. So you ain't got to call me for that no more. You're defining your self-worth. So when people come at you, they come at you correct now. They come at you how you want them to come at you. Hey, man, I got this business opportunity. Bad, perfect, got you. Yo, man, can we just sit and have lunch? I just want to talk about the mind and experience a different type of way of life because I see that you're moving a little. Yeah, perfect, let's do it. Right? You expand and you are defining your self-worth. You're defining who you are meant to be, and that is valued. Secondly, healthy boundaries. How can you get wherever you want to go in life if you're taking on everybody else's baggage, everybody else's emotions, everybody else's feelings, everybody else's trauma, everybody else's depression? Like you're taking on everybody. You got to set boundaries to where you can still help them people and not carry their baggage. You have to. You have to. Like, it's going to drain you. I'm telling you from experience, it's going to drain you. You cannot do it. And you're not going to be successful because there's no way you can pull everybody else up and still worry about yourself. That's impossible because it's going to be people that's like an anchor. Just like with the boats in the ocean, it's an anchor. They ain't trying to move, man. They just want to talk to you about their problems. They want to push it off on you and they go about their day. That's how they want to do it. That's not what we're doing. Okay? So we got to have healthy boundaries. Lastly, shape our environment. Let's put it this way. If you go out and party, take a month off of partying and replace it with something else. Right? You always partying, so you in a certain amount of environment. You in a specific environment. People that's drunk, people that's loose, trouble, drama. It's a lot of bad things that can happen with that. And I'm not saying it's good every single where else outside of that, but I'm just saying you know what comes with that. So let's try something different. Let's change our environment. Instead of going downtown to go party, I want to go out all the way out to the county as far as I can. And I want to go eat dinner at a nice restaurant by myself and see what happens. I want to go to like when the business people and the business partners just got done, whatever they're doing. And I just go up at a bar and I see them there. and I'm just getting a club soda that I think I'm drinking, and now I'm sparking up communications and little conversations, and now I have people and peers. You're just changing your environment. So once you start thinking like that and shaping your boundaries, everything comes to you. Everything comes to you, and you're teaching people how to treat you. You have to set boundaries, one for health reasons, because there's no way you can continue going in your day-to-day life if you're taking on everybody else's baggage. Your self-worth is going to skyrocket because people know how to come at you now. Now you're valued on a different type of time because when you step out of the house, all right, yo, I don't usually see him. He don't even be in the loop no more. She don't even be in the loop no more. Now I got a chance to talk. Let me talk. Now people valuing your time because you're valuing. And then you're shaping your environment. Put yourself in a place where you can grow instead of staying stagnant. All right? Here we go. Define your self-worth, healthy boundaries, shaping your environment. Simple. And we